today we have Apestrong with Morats going against King Bot or 12xe with Varuna. Apestrong won the lieutenant role, at least I guess he did, and chose to go first, and Varuna took deployment, of course. And like often happens with missions like Firefight, the players realized midway during deployment that they forgot the quantum anomaly zone, so they decided to play without them.
The QA zone is pretty difficult to play around, since during the previous seasons the zones were only saturation and difficult terrain, but now it's something that actually damages you. So I think quite a lot of players prefer to play without them given the choice. So I understand more than well the decision to go without once they realized their mistake.
Yeah, basically Apestrong had done all his deployment when they remembered those, so it would have been unfair to put them down at that point.
Yeah, or they would have had to start over, so no
Yeah.
point doing that also.
So what are your thoughts about the game? Or
my initial thought is that this is probably going to get real bloody real quick. Firefight feels like a mission, especially with the factions involved here, that there's going to be a strong attempt at alpha strike,
Okay.
and then that
Can you blindfold?
and then that'll set the stage for how the game will go.
yeah, I believe you might be correct. I think both players have pretty strong lieutenants, which is good in Firefight. We all already see that Apestrong has Cornac here, and I think King Watt was just figuring out a place for his cutter, although I'm not sure if he actually has a cutter lieutenant or
Sorry,
something else. He could
parents
also
are
have
gonna take
the Zulu Cobra lieutenant. I didn't catch
Yeah, I
what
need
his
to.
willpower was.
It would seem that Cornac at least is pretty much unkillable there, because it would appear that the Varuna force does not have a guided missile vector in it at all. So digging Cornac out of there seems more or less impossible. You would really have to be able to climb or jump things, or jump something up there to make a kill. So I found that very unlikely.
Yeah, it will be difficult. I don't think there's any position that is high enough to see Cornac while it's there prone. But also, if King Bot has the cutter lieutenant, it's almost as difficult to kill as Cornac. Maybe we could walk
But
through Apestrong's deployment.
one more thing about the cutter before we go into that.
Yeah,
While I agree in principle, the thing is that the cutter lieutenant is something that you have to use actively also, which may lead you either losing it on your active turn if you get really unlucky, or having to leave it into a vulnerable position if you have to overcommit it. So in that regard, I think there's a higher chance of the cutter going down. But then again, if the cutter does go down, it's really can be curtains for the Varuna player anyway, so might as well make it a lieutenant.
Yeah, I think if you have a cutter lieutenant in Firefight, it's pretty much all eggs in one basket territory. So if you lose the cutter, you're like almost done.
Then again, if he deployed it in hidden deployment, as it seems, it's unlikely to be lieutenant, because you would have to be able to AR or reveal it, or you are in loss of lieutenant on your first turn as the Varuna player. So interesting to see how
That
things
is very
go.
true, and he has a couple of normal Fusiliers here that also could be the lieutenant.
13. Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, let's walk through Apestrong's deployment. On the left flank, we have Kaitok with chain rifles. Looks like it's alone, so it's like a murderous like Kaitok that just runs toward enemy DC. Also pretty good corner guard for
Yes.
Firefight. Then we have Ika John here providing a repeater, Daturasi, one Preta there, another Preta going forward. And then there is Surya, heavy rocket launcher, Dartok, Kornak that we already talked about. Feuerbach Gaidok as well. There's the missile bot.
Also prone.
Morat One Guard. Rindak Paramedic. Another Chain Rifle Kaidok. And another Ikadron.
Is a Kamau.
And it would appear that Apestrong has deployed a lot of the forces in a way as to stop any parachutist entering his lines from the DC, since in Firefight you are able to parachute into the opponent's deployment zone also. But if I heard correctly, there should be no parachutist in the Varuna force if they have now deployed 14 models and there's a hidden deployed model also, so that should mean no Echo Bravos.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if they're like Echo Bravos would be great for this mission.
Over there.
But of course, Morats can defend their deployment zone quite well.
There's
I think both players have already deployed the reserve, so let's go through Varuna's deployment really quick. So on the left side we have Machinist Engineer, which is probably for the cutter.
Yes.
Up front we have 3 Helots. We also have 1 Mimetism -3 camo there, which is probably a Zulu Cobra. Warcore standing up. A couple of normal Fusiliers that are pretty good lieutenant options. Fugazi, another Fugazi. Fusilier Sniper, Fusilier Paramedic. Also Kamau Sniper. And the Kamau Sniper is currently seeing both Dart. I mean, if Dartok stands up, he sees the Dartok and he sees the Kaidok Feuerbach. So pretty nice deployment for the Kamau. And lastly, we have Knight of Mont as a paramedic there. And based on their deployments, it seems that Apestrong's plan might be to just fire a couple of pitchers up there with Dartok, although Kingbot hasn't really given any easy targets of pitchers, so there would have to be like really long range pitchers to get anywhere near the Kamau and the Fusiliers.
Yes, then again, Apestrong is working with pure link and the ability to refill those pitchers if necessary due to the presence of the Ikatron nearby. So if he commits to it, he can effectively long bomb those repeaters as long as he needs to succeed.
That is true, although the Kamau is currently a problem. There's also 1 Daturasi there, by the way. Because there's no way to fire a pitcher near the Kamau or the Fusiliers without the Kamau seeing. And first of all, Apestrong would need to move prone away a little bit so that he can avoid the Kamau. And these 4 buildings there are, by the way, infinitely high. They are marked by this like semi-transparent blue thing. Okay, I think the game already started, so there's some impetuous orders going on.
Yeah, sorry everybody for being a bit late to the party, so now our pre-game analysis was cut a bit short, but we'll comment on what we see here.
Got it.
Okay, so where is this Preta going?
Maybe to guard the console. Can also be a bit problematic for the camo marker there if Apestrong is able to deal with the arrows that Kingbot has. But I think
still visible quite easily.
Yeah, I think there was a dodge to
get
up there, because otherwise the Fusilier sniper would have seen the
there's that
Preta.
I was immediately thinking that that's a 3-person core, right? Kamau, Fusilier. So the weak link is the Fusilier sniper. If you can take her out, then the Kamau is only burst 1, and then you can probably take him out also, even from extreme range.
I
with the
think the
Kaidoks.
other Fusilier might be within 8 inches. Actually, both of those,
Trying to
because the
see
paramedic is
Ah,
still
if
yeah,
clear.
I'm
okay. If
seeing
those guys
this.
are also in, then it's a different story. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
then
trying
click.
to see this.
It's a
I'm
bit
not
difficult to
seeing
say whether they
this.
are within 8.
Was
I
my
think
intention here.
this other Fusilier looks like it's within
Okay.
8. Probably the
Okay,
other
yeah.
as well.
And
So you mean that I
Then the problem,
wouldn't
of
get it
course,
with
is
the
that if the
Surya if I
Fusilier
move
sniper
right
activates to shoot the
it.
Preta,
Okay.
the other Fusiliers will drop out of the link.
yes, in the active
Let's
turn
see
then.
which one though. Kamau is that one.
Sorry.
Then again, that
what
is
is
a
the fire team?
so-called unpure fire team,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you only lose one
It's
ballistic
the
skill
Kaitok Feuerwehr,
effectively on the active turn, since you
the
won't be needing Sixth Sense
Dartok,
then.
Suryat,
Yeah.
Vanguard, Kornak.
Yep.
It's a pure core.
Yep.
Apestrong has a pure core team, and Rindak is not part of the core. Rindak is just healing people
Flying solo.
or monkeys that go down. I see we have Rindak fans in the chat as well. Yeah, I really like Rindak. It's a nice model.
This is a really interesting
what
matchup,
you
since
see
both of
actually
these factions are really good on defensive firepower.
with the
So a situation like this where they stare at each other across the board is is pretty interesting, and it's interesting to see which one of them can break the status quo and how they achieve that. Probably Varuna is intending to use Cutter
I'll
to
take 3 shots at you.
perform the Alpha Strike, and here Apestrong's Morats are looking to skirmish with some lighter pieces instead.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah, Apestrong doesn't know that Kingbot has the cutter, but I think he can guess that Kingbot has the cutter, because there's so many points missing from the table, and cutter can quite comfortably engage both the Kaitok Feuerbach and the Sword missile launcher. I mean, Surya XRL.
Well, just checking that should cover it, and that I can see it. I think I can see that spot there. Okay.
Okay, the Daturasi is going ahead with Impetuous Order and throw smoke. That smoke will...
Oh no.
I'm not sure, it will block the Fusilier sniper at least.
Very dead.
Okay, he caught an arrow from something. Was it the...
What happened?
Helotzi and reveal? Is that what happened? And
I think it was a Helot, I guess.
And it must have gridded because there was 2 saves, right?
You could probably just delete
no, Helot, it's like newer genetic, so... yeah,
sure,
so 2 hits, Apestrong missed the smoke.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I guess Apestrong didn't realize that the Helot can see the Daturasi.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Kamau doesn't see here.
But that's the problem with Impetuous, that it's difficult to know where you will end up and who will see you.
I think the Helot would see a standing guy there, and if you go past it, this Helot does see, Oh,
now there's a possible path for this Kaitok to just run forward. There's a small gap that both the Helot and the Fusilier sniper will see. But the Kaitok can just cautious move around it.
Yes.
And then it can... There's a flash pull spot watching this direction, so... And Kaitok actually have pretty low BTS, so it's not that easy to go from that side as either.
Don't know if I want to.
Then again, the Pano Force doesn't seem to have any hackers in it, if I'm correct. So the Kaitok can advance without fearing repeaters.
It's wide enough for 40 millimeters.
I don't think the Zulu Cobra has a standard hacker profile, right? Only killer hacker.
Yeah, only killer hacker.
Do this block now? What is the ruling? Do this block the movement?
Yes, they block.
Apestrong also effectively probably knows that since there's only one model missing and there's plenty of points, that he can't see that there is in fact a cutter, which means that there won't be a Krogman hacker either. How do you
Okay,
feel
I'll
about
use the Kaidok
Apestrong's
here
decision to
on my
go
left.
first in this situation?
I think going first in Firefight makes sense.
Yes.
I mean, unless there's like a really unbalanced map where the other side is clearly better, I think
No.
going first is
No
pretty much
seeds.
always the right
Dodge.
decision.
It doesn't make it.
Okay. Apestrong is rolling really poorly over here.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
I want to disclose this to the public who's watching now or maybe in the future. I'm proud to call Apestrong my friend. So if I feel or sound biased at any point, you may be right. I'm doing my best over here, but I can't help but root for my buddy over here.
Oh.
Yeah, I have to admit the same. So we will try to avoid having any bias, but it's probably impossible because we both know Apestrong.
Yeah, I'll dodge.
Okay, now the Kaidok makes its dodge. From this side, does the Kaidok's base fit inside this area there?
I sure hope it does, or this is going to be a
Yeah, if it Kaidok
waste
moves
of
from the other
resources.
side, the Fugazi
Another
would
one on
see it.
that.
There's also the HVT that is blocking the path.
Do HVTs block paths in... Okay, he's going the other way around.
Yeah, yeah, HVTs do block movement.
But in IGL, I mean, is there
Yes.
a... Okay.
Yes, they do block movement in IGL.
The Helot might see me there.
What's that? Yeah, the Helot will see you there.
Yeah, I won't go that far.
I might go as far as to
I'll
say
tell you
that
when
this
the
is
Helot stops
textbook
seeing you.
Apestrong
A little bit more.
first turn Alpha Strike, using as few resources as possible and not committing to a all-out
Then
attack.
I'll roll it for the HVT.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Apestrong is going for a classified.
Makes it +3.
Okay.
So that was follow-up, yeah. The other classifieds that Apestrong has are Net Undermine and Capture.
Okay, so Kaidok is a veteran troop, right? So he can do also Net Undermine.
Yeah, if you trust his whip 12.
I have to take the Datorasi anyway.
Whip 13 on the model, it looks like.
Really?
Is that a mistake?
I believe the...
I will have to check. I thought Kaidoks were whip 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it also, but it says on the 3D render there.
They are whip 13.
Okay,
yeah,
so bad.
They're smarter than I thought. By the way,
school-educated brutes at least.
Yeah. At this point, I have to say that King Bot has deployed his flash pull spot really well. So this flash pull spot is watching basically the approach that Kaidok is trying to take. So the Kaidok cannot move any forward there. This other flash pull spot sees just like this kind of line of fire up here.
Yes.
So
and neither of them are committed into watching the entire table so that they are easy to remove.
If you didn't have Mim, I would not fail. It'd be a crit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the other flash pull spot can also see there, but it's really hard to, or almost impossible to shoot those flash pull spots from Apestrong's deployment zone.
Exactly. Sorry, I missed what were they rolling just now?
At least a smoke appeared down here.
So probably the war core then face-to-facing the Daturatsi.
Yeah, it looks like so, that the war core did see the Daturasi. It's actually really difficult to attack against this Varuna defense by King Bot. He has deployed really well.
That's the one thing that I was thinking that might speak against going first in this situation is the fact that Varuna can defend it exceptionally well.
Yeah, you're good.
Then again, facing other Alpha Strike isn't great either, so...
Yeah, there's always the possibility that you find some gap in the Varuna defense and can punish them hard.
Oh,
and
hold up.
that will then
Actually,
take orders away from the cutter.
Yeah, this flash pulse.
Okay.
So now Apestrong is going
Yeah,
to using this
I cannot see you
Daturasi
prone
to
here, and but I do see prone here.
throw smoke for the Kaitok probably.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So we may be seeing a situation where the Kaitok uses the smoke to dash forward and then direct template the Fusilier sniper up there.
Yeah, that is very possible, and also he could probably template the Helot as well.
Yes, and maybe the Fugazi.
Here. 0.8.
Yeah, the Helots are also really well deployed.
2.4, I'll walk over this thingy.
It's almost like the Varuna player who got to the final of this event knows what they're doing. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Flash pulse. Yep.
So both players have played 6 games in this tournament already. And the like tournament structure was a bit different in IGL this time. So there were 3 normal rounds for everyone. After which there was a cutoff for top 16 players who continued to play kind of like playoffs, where the winner continued and the loser joined the rest of the players in the tournament. So Apestrong and Kingbot are the only players to play the 7th round of this IGL.
6. Not terrible.
And for this finals, this mission was selected by both players selecting 4 missions that they would like to play. Then each player were able to veto one of the missions selected by the other player, and then head chime, roll the die, and they ended up with Firefight. Well, basically, almost all the missions that they both players selected were very killing-oriented missions. So they both really trust their killing power. Okay, the Daturasi went forward through smoke for Kaitok. Kaitok is now able to advance. But Apestrong is starting to run out of orders at this point. He still has 3 orders left.
And then also O12 Prestige.
I don't believe I have anything to that except for zone control arrows.
It looks like
keep in mind that if you go out of the smoke here, you will get seen by the Helot.
Yep.
Okay.
Looks like he's committing.
I'll try to take something from the panoply.
Yep.
To denting the Varuna defenses going forward by maybe engaging the forward elements, the picket elements, so to speak. If he chooses to do so, he also should be able to have his Kaidoks arrive, which will leave the Kaidok in a position from which effectively Kingbot has to engage and destroy
but here, let's put a little thing here for...
just to remind how many...
Yeah, your panoply grabs.
Yeah.
Okay, and Apestrong is very disciplined in playing the mission also. He doesn't take a 2-inch move here or inch and half move here to get to the edge of the smoke, but rather pull something from the panoply for the future.
I'll just inch my way here, staying in the smoke.
Okay, so...
And I could go prone as well.
Okay, so it seems that Apestrong on next order will go forward next to the Helot, so he gets the flash pull spot in chain rifle range. I can also hit the Helot even if the Helot doesn't reveal, so basically forces the Helot to reveal.
Now he's realizing that coming out of the smoke here will expose him to 2 Helots, so maybe he's going to choose the different approach and go the other flank. Go straight for the Fusilier probably in that case.
This Kaitok is going to be extra smart and roll a whip again.
Ooh.
Let me zone control.
Now he's going for the... Yep. Okay. That's that's nice.
It's a really smart Kaitok.
What looked like a mindless alpha strike was actually a very cleverly thought out strategic maneuver.
Yeah, I have to say I underestimated the intelligence of Kaitoks. completing 2 calcifieds,
Oh, and
getting
by the way,
monofilament
this is a not
CCW from the
Texas,
panoply.
Odessa, but you probably figured that.
Yep.
Usually I've seen Kaidoks use just brute force instead of their
smarts
intelligence.
that
Yeah.
they obviously possess.
I'll leave it at that for a while.
Interesting
Yeah,
to
Kamau
see
is gonna
now what.
take some shots on 14s.
What he will next
Full
do
core.
next.
You also
Still
see
2
the
orders
marker.
left.
Yes.
If I stand up.
What does
What would
Apestrong...
you do? Press forward or come back?
Well, Kaidok's only 22 points. I think you probably have to press forward and hope that the Kaidok can do a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, I feel the same, since as Apestrong is going first, the onus is on him to inflict damage. Maybe it's not necessary to do crippling damage on the first turn, but he does need to do important damage on the second and or third turns, and picking off these elements that are defending against him would go a long way, softening the Varuna force for the next turns. So
Yeah. The one issue, of course, are the Helots that can actually kill the Kaidok in one order if Apestrong goes forward. And also, he probably doesn't want to challenge the Fusilier Sniper right away.
but at
Because
this,
I don't think he
at
can
this
get
point,
into chain rifle range.
But at this point, I almost feel that taking out those Helots is going to be a cost of doing business anyway. So
Yeah.
just have to bite the bullet. You will be in cover against this first one, so it's unlikely that
Meanwhile,
it'll
I'll
kill the Kaidok if
use
Kaidok
an order on the
engages.
Preta up here.
Yep.
Hey, the Preta
I'll
is
just
going.
crawl to the panoply.
Okay. Apestrong is really playing the mission.
Crawling 3.
Yeah, it seems so.
Yeah, I don't really blame him because it's really hard to attack against this Varuna defense.
Yep.
But on the other hand, if you're spending your first turn just playing the mission, it's gonna be quite easy for, or maybe not easy, but
17.
that gives the initiative an advantage to Varuna. Then
Yes.
hit hard on his first turn.
Interesting.
What did he get? 17.
Would have had these the other way around.
Multi-sniper rifle, okay.
Preta.
What's the BS 9?
What are the
Who's a good dog? Who's a good dog?
9. Okay. Okay.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I see. Well, I could see these guys here.
If you stood up right now, you'd see the Helot.
Yeah, too bad that the Helot is the shock
see
marksman
a camo
rifle.
Helot.
Or actually, it doesn't really matter. It would have gone for 24 inches anyway. But
yes.
if the Preta could see the Helot outside of 24, it could actually challenge the Helot with its multi-sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't really make sense.
I'll just get up with the Kaitok.
Okay.
Here.
Kaitok assault incoming.
Yeah, I'll shoot you. We'll be out of 32, so you'll be 3 13s versus my 2 14s. DA, obviously.
Okay, so now he's taking the fair fight, fighting with the Kaitok against the Kamau sniper. So this is the dangerous brute force approach.
Yeah. Of course, the Kaitok has a lot better chances of surviving. He also has MSV, so
that Kaitok has better chance of winning.
So
I think Kaitok is on 12s.
Okay, that's a pretty bad roll for Varuna. Ooh, 9
oh,
hits.
9 hits.
Okay.
Yep.
2 saves for the Kamau.
And that's a
dead.
It's a dead Kamau.
Dead
yeah,
Kamau.
that was pretty lucky for Apestrong. I mean, I guess the odds were about like 50-50 in that face-to-face, approximately.
Failing both saves was quite unlucky there, so...
Yeah, that's true. And there was the paramedic as well. I mean, it's damage 15. Kamau have, I think, armor
1 and cover, so...
Yeah, so there's a pretty good chance to save at least one of those.
still shooting.
But now, in a way,
with the
it can be said that
Now a
in
four-man tier
parts, Apestrong may have played this turn in an unoptimal way because he has been playing around the element that is now dead, that's no longer there.
Yeah.
And this is something that often can happen, that you're trying to avoid having to do something that's going to be really dangerous, but and then you spend part of your turn playing around it until you eventually decide, okay, things have proceeded in a way that I actually have to
The
do
other one
this.
I don't want.
And
Well, you don't have the.
Yeah, that's a really
faction.
good point.
'Cause,
I think often you have to make that decision in the beginning of your turn. Do I need to engage this like one
Yes.
hard arrow model or
Run
not?
with it.
And if you think that you
I'll
have
use
to
the other
engage
threat
it, then
on.
just do it, because that will, like, whatever happens, that will make your decisions easier later during that
Yes,
turn.
and you will work with the information of knowing how that thing turns out. For example, this
Yes, now I
paramedic
can
would
see.
have become a priority target if the Gamma would have gone unconscious.
The sniper can't. Nope.
Yeah. Now Apestrong is moving some of his other models. I think now Apestrong knows also that there are no AD troops for King Bot, so he can move forward with the Pretas.
Group.
So I guess now a lot will come down to how much damage the cutter can do on King Bot's turn. King Bot has lost only one model, so there are plenty of orders for the cutter.
Laittakaa vähän... Sorry about that. Yeah, but it's a very influential model for how this game is going to go, because now effectively Apestrong has established a long-term fire superiority, at least as long as the cutter is not in play. Now
Yeah.
cutter is effectively the only piece that can challenge the Morat fire base, and there are now several models that are the next in line for, or at least two who are to be next in line for the biggest gun that can still inflict damage on Apestrong's side. And it's only basically the Fusilier Sniper and the Cutter for the Varuna from here on out.
Yeah, I think Kingbot, like, of course, he needs to use the cutter and engage Apestrong's models with the cutter, but he also needs to be careful not to lose the cutter. Because if he loses the cutter, then it's pretty much game over at this point.
And now he has lost the ability to use the Gamma Sniper to clear way for the cutter by taking fights that the cutter doesn't want to take necessarily.
Yeah, and also, by the way, one like good thing about not going back with this Kaidok is that cutter doesn't have any short range weapons. So cutter probably wants to engage the Kaidok, but he needs to do that in 0 range.
So that on the
probably makes it a bit more difficult to get rid of the Kaidok, although cutter is definitely
probably has
to
to use
that.
the Knight of Montessa for that, don't you think? Close assault with the boarding shotgun to clear the way.
The one problem with that is that the Montessa is a paramedic, and you get points for killing specialists. So that there's a chance that Apestrong will be able to like trade the Kaidok for the Montessa if the Montessa gets unlucky. Kaidok passes save or 2.
Oh, sorry, I took your phone away.
But Knight of Montessa has to fail 2 saves at armor 4, and even after that there is the Fusilier paramedic there who can try and doctor it. It has a high physique, so...
Yeah, that is of course true. Yeah, I think that fight is something that the Knight of Montessa could do. But then again, it's in the same group as the Cutter, I assume, so...
yes.
But I think Montessa will... Just like spending one order, Montessa will be able to shoot the Kaidok, not from good range, but still able to shoot it.
The Helots had to do.
I'm interested to see what this Dartok will do now, because I would have to imagine that Apestrong is now going to deploy some repeaters to contain the advance of the Cutter, and if he's able to put them out in good spots, that's really going to be tough for Varuna.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what would be good spots for the like
So,
getting
standing up.
like somewhere near the like these corners here
Let's see.
where the yellow car and the helot are,
From the
because
point where I'm
those are
standing,
probably going to be the angles or the corners where
here.
the cutter will engage both Surjat and the Kaidok. Then of course the cutter could go the other way. But he has to get those pictures down in places where they are super hard for King Bot to remove.
Now, if Apestrong manages to place one or more repeaters really aggressively close to the middle of the board, then as the Varuna player, you probably have to engage with the Zulu Cobra Killer Hacker that I'm expecting the -3 camo marker to be, because that way you can take out the only hacker that the Morats have. It's not a good fight to take. You are effectively fighting at willpower 13 against willpower 13 and against BTS 9, but still.
And there's also Teen, yeah, true. It's Teen Bot doesn't like matter because there is the repeater or Apestrong's repeater that he's using. But it also might be the
any arrows to these moves?
No.
Not the killer hacker, but the jammer one. Because of course Kingbot didn't know that he's going to end up playing against Morats.
I would like to get one here.
You can only see that from your finishing.
But I would feel that it's quite bold if you're playing a Varuna Force with 0 cyber combat ability if you are running a cutter.
And, maybe one.
Yeah, that is very true.
Over there.
That's exactly the kind of position there behind the building that probably would allow, if that is a Zulu Cobra Killer Hacker, for it to move forward, not be spotted, and then work through that repeater.
Bad range first. No.
Okay, he may have just saved himself the hacker.
Yeah, the other repeater goes down, but that repeater is now a lot easier to remove because the other repeater didn't go down, so he can just like go around this area, shoot the repeater if he puts both Kaidok and the Surjat down.
Now he's going for the prestige order.
Yeah, he needs to put the
link as well.
Okay, the link is currently broken. He needs to reform that link at the end of his turn.
Yes.
That will cost 2 command tokens.
Yes.
There's still 2 regular orders in the second group for Apestrong. But in the second group he has just 2 Pretas, 2 Ikadrons, and maybe okay, actually for the missile bot. Yeah, the missile bot.
Token. Kaidok will become the link leader. Then I'll use another command token. I'll use the prestige.
I guess he can't do much else.
And
with the Preta now.
Which one do I want to now have stand
Developing
up?
the Preta would probably be a suitable use of orders.
I mean, he could take the other Preta upstairs and press another panoply, possibly.
Get HMG or something.
Yeah. Yes, I know Apestrong is repositioning the link, putting the dart up down.
Yeah, sorry, this just
I will go to the bathroom real quick at this point while Apestrong is maneuvering his models. I'll be right back.
Goes prone.
So the fire team is reconstituting itself. Dartok has gone prone, as you should do in this situation.
Yeah, Cornak was in. Yeah. And the Kaidok will just stand there. We'll see what how does it go with the cutter.
Okay, and Apestrong is saying that he's standing up the Dartok,
when you reveal a
how
cutter,
it will fare against the cutter. So, so he's telegraphing the fact that he really does know that the cutter is coming.
Able to build a new list. I only have one cutter.
Okay. Okay, that's the That's the prestige. Then what next?
And here in general, I feel we see the strength of Apestrong's way of playing. He's conservatively advancing his victory parameters and not taking too big swings on the first turn, but rather developing his position, banking some points from the classified cards and taking stuff out of the panoplies and really pressuring the opponent to make a big move. And if Kingbot now, if and when Kingbot now has to work with the cutter, there is a chance of catastrophic failure that may effectively end the game pretty soon.
I could YOLO it, yeah, but I don't know how smart that is. I think I'm gonna put an order on this one on the roof.
Okay, so Greta is still doing something.
Yes, Apestrong moved the fire team into a better defensive position, rebuilt it, and he also remarked that he's going to see how the Kaitok will fare against the cutter. So he's really confident that he has a read on what's coming next.
Yeah, I guess it will be the corner next to the yellow car where the cutter will engage the Kaitok. I think one issue is that it looks like the Kaitok is the link leader at this point.
Yes, I was thinking about the same thing.
Why not make the Morat Vanguard the link leader?
Yes, I was thinking of the same thing. Maybe he was worried that there was a possibility of the cutter being in a position from where to ARO the Kaitok. That if he would have made the Vanguard the fire team leader, then the cutter would have come out and fired an explosive shot at the Kaitok.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, like pretty
let me check your zone control.
smart to
Yeah.
take that into account, because that was the last order Apestrong could spend on that link.
But there's also a trade-off there to address, because now if the Kaitok goes down, then actually no, take that back. He's not standing up. He didn't stand up the Syriat, so he's effectively banking that as a long-range gun. So with the Kaitok being the only one standing, it makes little difference if the fire team gets actually broken. It's only the extra command token, and if that's at stake there, so that's not worth taking a risk of taking an explosive shot for.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting, and I think smart by Apestrong to leave that Syriat prone, because he knows the cutter is coming. He knows, especially if the Kaitok goes down, that the Syriat will likely go down afterwards. So keeping that one long range gun alive. Also, now the Dartok is close to the Ikadron, so when the Kaitok, the cutter comes up.
Oh wait, actually, before I do that,
then he can fire features next to
this guy to group 1.
Next to cutter.
Kapow's dead. And then coming out of the board with his own order.
Which guy?
This guy.
Okay.
Okay, the Zulu Cobra is moving to the first group, leaving only the Hellouts in the second group. And now the cutter is manifesting itself.
Yeah, Kingbot doesn't really waste any time with the cutter. Just
but
immediately brings the cutter out.
Effectively, this is what you have to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Immediately going to do what it does best.
Yes. Now, I don't think the Kaitok sees me now, and I think if I vault up here, the Kaitok never saw me either, but the other Kaitok does.
The other one does, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna end up here. I can measure it, but it is 2.4, and I got 3.6.
Okay, so he's
starting
by engaging this other Kaitok over here.
Yeah, because your base can't fit on anywhere great. So I'm gonna.
That feels like that's probably inside 16, and the Kaitok is in cover. So that's not the greatest.
What does this Kaitok do?
Yeah, it's still
and
like on 12s.
Yeah, but the Kaidok is dodging on
Well, the
14.
Predator can dodge.
Yeah, so
And
it's unlikely to die to one burst, and then
yes.
it possibly
Well,
can
I guess
fail
the
its
Kaidok-
guts
yeah,
because
Yeah.
they are monkeys.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
not necessarily.
possibly
Oh,
question
shoot
mark.
the Kaitok.
All right.
And,
But I think going after the Kaidok first makes sense.
Yeah,
you never
you
get
have
me
to
out
do
of
that at some
cover.
point anyway.
I'm going to be a 4 on 12s. Where are you
And
going?
I'll be on 11s with
Yes,
the dodge.
11. I forgot about the surprise attack on the cutter.
True.
Okay, so
Yeah,
only one hit
one hit.
though,
One hit.
and passes the
Makes it.
save.
Are you sure? Yeah, you do.
Cover
Okay.
+3. Yeah.
I'll try to guts away.
Yep.
Smart,
Got it.
smart.
Very smart.
From all the games that I have seen,
So,
Apestrong has been really failing these religious roles, but this Kaidok really is the smartest of the bunch.
Yeah. I mean that's the like
Yeah.
4th consecutive
And
past
the
week
Predator?
roll for a Kaidok. I think that
Yes.
pretty much has to be the record. And now the Kaidok is
Nope.
somewhat safe from the cutter. I mean, the
Okay.
cutter can climb up. Actually,
well,
yeah, I think the cutter
I'll
can
spin
climb up.
order
There's not too much
and
distance there.
come over, look at the Kaitok, and come back. I'm going to be touching this the whole time, so I should have cover.
Okay, now this is the big one.
MSV Kirabak Kaitok.
So the
Take some
Kaidok
shots.
is rolling 2 shots on
Right before good range,
13s
so
against
this
4
one
shots on
4.
15s, right?
15s.
Yeah.
I'll be on 12s.
Yep.
I'll check the range still.
12s, yeah, sorry, they are only
reference.
PS12.
About 20.
Okay, but that's beatable still. 7 is the top result.
Yeah.
10, okay.
You got
King
me.
Butts dice have
2
not
saves?
been really with him
Is
so
it?
far.
Oh yeah, AP I'm gonna use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but here he saves.
Yeah,
so
cutter
no.
saves both.
You got it. What do you want to do?
Exit.
I think the Predator wants to
think
go
this-
closer while staying prone.
Remaining prone.
Yeah.
Do
but
they
there's
have plus
really not-
inches? They have +1 inch for dodge. So
Okay.
I think the positioning of the cutter is such that there's no hope of engaging it, even with climbing. Well, maybe with climbing plus.
do they have climbing
Okay.
plus? Yeah, they do actually.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Actually,
Alright, shots.
it could be
Doing it
possible.
again.
12, 13. 3 saves.
3 saves for the Kaidok now.
Mm,
Pass, fail. So
I
1 wound.
think 1 wound.
Wait.
Doesn't make
Oh, okay. 2 wounds. Unconscious.
Yeah.
Or unconscious. Goes to armor 3, goes to 6. 17, right? Should pass.
Got it.
Should be 11 plus 17. Yeah, I
6.
think we need to interrupt them with this.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah. Hi guys, about the face-to-face roll and the saves Apestrong made, just a question. Wouldn't 11 be a pass for Kaidok with arm 3 and cover?
Oh yeah, true. Yes, it is. It is a pass because it's a 5 and it drops to 3 plus 3 from the cover.
Yeah, so just 1 wound. You're right.
Yeah, I'll try to guts with the cover.
And this is like exactly the right play to do as Apestrong.
Yeah, now this is not a smart Kaidok. I think it's a Feuerbach Kaidok that is never smart.
The command token
yeah, he's the bloodthirsty one. But he had cost already 2 orders on the cutter, so just cutting out of there would have been a good idea.
That result, can I change the dodge move of the
yes
of the
and now stand up. Okay.
I'll stand here so that I see the spot where you're going here to peek at the.
I don't need to go that far though. Like I'm going to be able to see one of you first. So if you want the Predator to see me first, because like I can, come like.
But it's not a terrible idea to just threaten the cutter with a chain rifle, it has a higher
so
than
that you
average chance of
you have
causing a
to see
wound
me
on
first. You
the
have to see the
cutter
threat of
Yeah,
those. How many
I was-
orders do you
compared
have
to
now
other
remaining
types
there?
of weapons.
Yeah, I was
and
wondering-
you are
Seven,
slowing down the
okay.
cutter.
I was wondering whether Apestrong would have been able to use the climbing
Roll,
plus
roll.
to actually get into CC,
Yeah,
with
I was
cutter.
thinking the same.
Yeah,
because there is
I'll
space
remain prone still.
on the
Okay,
wall,
I think
and
that's
there's
what
three.
he's working towards now.
Yeah,
All right.
Probably the next dodge will get him into
All right.
close combat if he makes
Well,
it.
I'll pop a regular order, and I will look at Mr. Kaitok again.
Take the shots. Come on.
9 is pretty good for Apestrong. 11 is better.
So two
And
15 is a crit, so
Yeah.
three
11 is
saves.
also, yeah.
So another guy that is probably gone. And
Yep,
it's
all the way dead.
dead.
It's
Okay.
gone.
Now there's a chance that
And
the
dodge with
Preta will dodge into melee,
Yeah.
which would be funny.
Ah,
No,
Preta fails.
okay.
Yeah, that would force. I would have forced Kingbot to take
I'll spend
probably
a regular
the
order,
sniper
and
Yeah,
Fusilier
for
to
sure.
shoot at the.
I'll come
But
and
again,
look
in
at
that
your Preta
situation,
and come
there's
back.
a rather high chance that you actually wound your own cutter doing that.
All right. I'll dodge.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
true.
don't
Here's my 12.
necessarily like this positioning of the cutter here, because if there was a situation where the
3 saves.
Um,
I believe I would do shock here.
where the Preta would have
Yep.
gotten a dodge in, and for some reason the cutter would have been left
Cuttle's
there,
gone.
it would be out of
Yep.
cover against shots from this rooftop.
Yeah,
So probably should have kept the cutter against the wall the whole time.
yeah. Actually, like if the Preta had made it in the CC, I think he would have used a Fusilier to lower the damage.
Okay. Can this Kaitok see this camera
Yeah,
marker?
actually that's true.
It's very close.
Now they're trying to work out if Kaito can see the Helot, and it seems like
I
no.
would say no.
Yeah, there was some discussion in the chat about the interruption with the rolling calculated saving rolls. So
Okay.
before the game, we agreed with the players that if we notice that they
Well, I'm
calculate
going to
success
spend a
values
regular
wrong,
order.
we will interrupt the game in those instances. And also if we notice wrong order expenditure or order count.
On this
by-
camera marker.
Or
Okay.
they're using a wrong
Window.
profile or
4 inches
Yeah.
up here.
things like this, and both players
when you wanna
agreed
move,
and
don't
said
have
that
stuff.
they wanted us to do that.
So we
So
don't
that's
see
why
each
we
other.
did what we did there,
I'll dodge.
not
Yep.
because of any bias.
And I will come.
Okay, there's a Helot going forward.
Okay.
Is the Helot going after the Kaitok or is it just going to the
Alright.
panoply? Or
Back
I
there.
would.
Is it
I should
just-
think that it would have attacked the other
dodging.
way around had it been going after it
Got it?
actively. Okay, and now
You won't go anywhere?
Oh, let's see.
so
If I go
okay, so
here,
the
can I
dodge
make it
from the
out of the line
Kaitok.
of sight
Okay.
of the sniper?
Yeah,
Probably not.
Nope.
You'll be able to see me with the sniper.
yeah, the sniper can see the Kaitok if Kaitok moves that way.
But the
Mine-
Helot really can take out the Kaitok.
Do I wanna?
Yeah, Helot
So,
can't really do that. But Kaitok can't really move any closer to
I'll just move a little
Kingbot's
bit.
deployment zone because then the
Wait a
sniper can
second.
move slightly
If you now
backwards and
move back with
see
the
the
sniper,
yeah,
Kaitok.
actually the sniper
You can
can move
you
back
can
and
see me as
see
well.
even now.
Yes.
So the Kaitok is really caught between the
yeah, you could see me.
between the cutter and the sniper.
I think
Yeah.
here it's
But then
best
maybe
to
just going forward as
just
far as
make
you
it from
can
cover to
would be
cover
a solution,
to there.
because then you could maybe get the sniper in a bad range band.
and facing.
Yeah,
And if you get
but then
lucky
he can
and-
also, if he goes forward 4 inches, the Kingbot can just take the
Alright.
cutter backwards
Okay.
towards his DC and shoot the.
I'm going to pop
Kaitok.
a regular order on Mr. Knight of Montessa, who's going to go 3.3,
And I
Okay,
think-
so Knight of Montessa time. Interesting.
Yeah.
4.1, and 0.7, and I'm in 3D.
And this carries the risk that now
not.
the
Okay.
Kaitok can potentially
3.6.
dodge, because the Montessa does not have stealth, which
Yeah.
means that it'll be even harder to dig out from there.
But I think the Montesa is going after the
Or-
Kaitok.
0.4. Okay.
Yes, but it's going to require
Skytalk
yet
too, I
another
see these
order of
dodges.
maybe
Dodging.
just moving.
I want to come up and not see you.
Okay.
Depending on
Yeah.
how this dodge
I mean, he
goes.
could have shot the Kaitok with the Fusilier sniper, but then the link would have broken, which is probably why he didn't want to do
Operator
that.
order.
I
I'm
guess.
gonna come up and peek you, like the 0.1 I need, and then 0.1 back. So
Okay, this
then-
feels rather
oh, that's up north. Yeah, it is, okay.
ineffective, or at
and
least
end
the
up here.
odds aren't really great. Because
Well, boarding
Well,
shotgun is
boarding
AP. He
shotgun.
is on +6 range, so on 16s against the Kaitok.
on a 14, and then it's armor 6 in cover.
Specialist.
Yes, he is.
So
Yeah.
I would think Apestrong should dodge here.
Might be a 9
Try to
with
conserve the piece.
Yeah, if he can survive with the Kaitok, then it's really nice for him for his next turn. And Montesa has mimetism and cover, so it's really hard to hit.
Yeah, it's chain rifle or dodge effectively here, and
Yeah.
I think you want to be dodging.
I think he has actually damage 14 chain rifles because there's the +1 damage via attack. Yeah.
But still, it's 50-50.
Yeah,
To
and
cost
then
one dodge. So yeah.
Okay, I'll
So
hit you.
yeah, I think
have a
Apestrong
dodge.
makes the right call.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, only one hit. Okay, one hit, armor 6 effectively saves it. Okay.
Makes it.
And now he can again try to fail guts.
Yes.
Oh, let's see.
If
Okay.
he wants to.
Does the Kaitok make it 5th times
now
in a row?
You can guts away in a way that you aren't seeing.
But maybe he wants to stay there because if he dodges or gutses away, the Knight of Montesa will come around the corner and deny him cover. So this is maybe the place where the Kaitok actually wants to make his stand.
Yeah, and there's only 3 orders left for. And he probably needs to do something with the cutter.
On the cutter, and basically
okay,
go,
he's now doing something with the cutter.
Okay.
2.9.
Retreating.
Cutter will probably move like somewhere back here to see the Kaitok, and then he's also pretty safe there.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
But at least now we know that the cutter is not a lieutenant because
yes,
he did not start in loss of lieutenant, so
then I will
one of the Fusiliers probably has to be the lieutenant, unless he had whip 13.
I don't think it's possible that anyone else would be the lieutenant except one of those Fusiliers now.
And yeah, 2.
So the Kaitok hasn't lost a wound yet.
Yes.
Okay.
So he still has some money to play with.
Hugging cover all the way.
Yes, I am.
It's gonna be a dodge then.
Yeah, I'll pop it 4 times.
It still might be inside 16.
Yes, I was thinking
a little bit further than here because I can see you here.
Yeah, you'll be on good range.
So here's my 15.
Range for the 8 is pretty nice for dodge.
2 saves.
2 hits. Okay, it's doable. Doesn't take a wound.
He makes both.
Yeah, now I'll try to.
Okay, now fail guts. Yeah, exactly. This Kaitok.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't dodge, but he
tanks and is smart about it.
Yeah, and now
I will recamo. It's in order.
Yeah, probably can't be quite there. It's currently the silhouette is inside the building, but
that's not something we agreed to.
Yeah, that's something that we did not agree that we interrupt.
Okay,
and also like this is not a huge mistake at this point.
Yeah,
you could just move like half an inch, and it would still be basically in the same position.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, it's positioned in a pretty nice way that now, if the Kaitok moves forward, the cutter will see it, and it has explosive weapon. On the other hand, if the Kaitok, the cutter reveals itself, Apestrong might be able to use Dartok to fire some pictures there. Really long range pictures.
Yes.
I really wanted this
Kaitok. And also the BS is like too lower than it was because the Kaitok is completely dead. Points wise, they are quite even. Apestrong has lost a little bit more, 1 Preta, 1 Daturasi, and Kaitok, while King Bat has only lost a Kamau. So
Yes.
In that,
technically Varuna is a bit ahead.
yeah, about something like 20-25 points ahead.
They also have a meaningful tempo advantage if they can stay intact for the next turn. So
Yeah.
interesting to see how
I'll spend a
Apestrong
regular order
is going
on
to approach this.
Helot. He's going to come over here.
Yeah, Apestrong is ahead on classifieds, of course, and also on panoply. So
he's going to come over here. So he was here.
technically the game is currently 3-2 to Apestrong. By the way, let's see what classifieds Kingbot has. So there's sabotage, industrial espionage.
Ooh.
Still see.
This is a really long text.
That way.
He could do that on a Kaitok, but he needs an engineer, forward observer, veteran, or elite troop. I think
Knight of Montesa.
Knight of Montesa. Yeah, if Knight of Montesa can put the Kaitok unconscious, he can complete the industrial espionage, and he also has follow up. So Montesa could also do that.
Okay, so that's
Montesa,
quite cheap piece for him.
Yeah, Montesa is in a really nice position there if Kingbot is able to keep the Montesa alive, and I don't know why he wouldn't. But now that the Kamau is gone, Apestrong can
I'm gonna spend
bring the Daturasi here, throw some smoke, block the line of fire of both Fusilier Sniper and the Cutter and the fast pulse.
Yes, this is true.
But there's the Helot.
But the Helot, if okay, it's moving now.
Actually, I'll come here. Yeah.
If it's there, I think the Suryat can just stand up and blow it up.
What does the Kaitok do?
Delay.
I will do nothing. And last but not least is this camo token here.
Yeah, the Helot is quite exposed now. I mean, it of course blocks the Daturasi from advancing.
Yeah. Does he like his position?
Yeah, with a impetuous order.
Yeah. But I think now maybe the Kaitok can just like do a discover shoot.
He's going
on the Helot. The Helot will have to reveal. Kaitok does not have cover, but it's unlikely to die. But that's a bit risky. Like
yeah, I don't know if you want to commit the Kaitok to that. Yeah, since you have other options also. There's even this Preta over here that you can rather use.
Yeah, that's true.
So got 10 in the main group.
There's actually also a really like small line of fire with the Fugazi fire lane
like
there.
The green bus over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is that's some top tier Fugazi placement right there.
Yeah. Otherwise, the Preta would have been quite easily been able to get into 8 inches of the Helot.
But one thing now that I noticed there, that now that the Varuna force has effectively like collapsed into this tight defensive formation over here, there's nothing stopping Apestrong from advancing from the right flank. So if he reconstitutes the fire team, reloads some pitchers, he can effectively march on the Varuna deployment zone, fire some close range pitchers, and then start spotlighting people and taking them out. So, for example, taking out those 2 Fusiliers, one of which is going to be the Lieutenant, should be quite easy, and that gets you more Lieutenant kills and gets your opponent in a loss of Lieutenant. So that might be a strategy worth pursuing at this point.
Yeah, I think he should be able to get a pitcher close to those. But it's long range. If he fails the pitchers once, it's going to be 2 more orders to get more pitchers down there. And quite quickly he can burn all the orders.
But you don't even have to do it from long range. You can just climb down and get an assault going on, because you know the enemy is going to be in loss of Lieutenant the next turn if you succeed.
I mean, yeah, you can always do that. It's of course comes with the risk that if you do not succeed with that, if things go wrong, then you have your whole link in the midfield while the Cutter is still alive and the opponent is not in loss of Lieutenant. So that's a pretty big commitment, I think. So I think we have now moved to Apestrong's turn, and Apestrong is currently thinking how to approach this problem that the
Yes.
Varuna defense
I use
is.
impetuous on this, or not. I'm not gonna use the
No,
impetuous
no
on that.
impetuous on the Preta.
Yeah, I don't
Move it
think there are any
away.
impetuous orders that Apestrong can use.
Yeah, effectively no.
Yeah,
This was
for
rather nice play moving the Helot there.
core.
I would like it even more if it was behind the console. But
I'll actually reload the picture.
Yes.
Start up.
oh,
Well,
here we go.
Okay.
But maybe
Then I'll
needs
move
to
the
clear
dart
that
up.
Helot first.
Let's see.
it depends where he wants to
The
shoot
Dart
those.
Ox stands up.
Can see somewhere here
Yeah, he can
to
see
this point.
essentially.
Okay, so I can't stand up.
Yeah, the Helot can see the rooftop.
Can't go there. And also your Helot can see if I stand up and move there.
Okay, Apestrong noticed the Helot.
Yeah. That's stopping him from
Oh, yeah,
moving
he's
forward
in it
with
all,
that.
Yeah, I mean, he can of course like stand up with the
Move.
Suryat, but the problem is that he first needs to stand up and then do the discovery shoot. And there's also a decent chance of not passing.
But you could also use the Preta's or irregular order, advance towards the roof, take a discover against the camouflage marker while moving.
Yeah, I think like Preta is the best guy for that job. And also there's not that much that Apestrong can do in the second group except the missiles that if he needs them.
Okay, now he stands up the Surya to...
This Helot sees you and he does nothing.
Yeah, you're not probably gonna do anything even if I now waste another order. So I'll just try to discover.
Yeah, might as well throw a discover now that you are here. Yep. Since if you succeed, you are probably going to take that out, even though the Helot is now going to react on you. And if you were to fail, then you would not be failing with an extra order.
Yeah.
And what was the range on that?
Oh yeah, let's check.
Out of 24. Okay.
I already flipped another one, and
but this does cost a lot of orders.
Yes. This is maybe not the way I would have done this, but these guys are under immense pressure at the moment, so
yeah,
it's easy to comment from here.
With the Suryat.
Okay. So
and maybe Apestrong has another.
Again.
Yeah. I mean, of course, if he wants to put the Suryat prone, which I think makes sense, then like standing it up and shooting and then going back takes 2 orders anyway. So
I'll just fire. Let's see if I can get a crit.
Okay, and the Helot is fishing for crits, which I think is fine at this point.
Yeah.
You are probably dead anyway, so might as well go try and...
I mean, the Helot has already done its job.
Yes. 5. Is 5 a crit?
So the crit save is not continuous, but the not crit save.
Okay, so the Helot crits.
Here's the turning one.
Okay, passes the first one.
Crit save.
Passes
doesn't take a wound, but that's an extra order. Unless now he uses the Preta.
Another one, I'll stand up.
Okay, this is getting really costly.
I'll shoot you
costly with the orders.
Hope for another 5.
Here we go.
Hello, this is working extra time.
Now Apestrong crits, I think.
Okay, so
here's
should
the
be a dead Helot.
Yeah, Helot more than did its job already.
Very much so.
Go on.
By the way, what's the situation with specialists? Apestrong has 2 specialists, the Dartok and Rindak on top of the roof. Those are pretty difficult for Kingbot to get.
Yes.
Kingbot has the Montesa paramedic, Fusilier paramedic, and an engineer. And then possibly the Zulu Cobra. So just killing one specialist would be quite huge for Apestrong, but like getting those monkey paws to those specialists is not an easy task, especially now that there's not that many orders left. In general,
Which
I
group
really
is the missile bot is in the second group, so I
yeah.
think I would still go for the long bomb to pitchers to the edge of the building from here. Even if you fail, reload,
If the Dark Oak
do it
stands
again.
up
So then
now,
you have still 3 orders
the
left
cutter
with which to
could
try and
see.
push through some spotlights. So
Yeah, I think they're ruling that the cutter could see the Dartok if the Dartok stands up. If I
oh really?
heard right. I don't think it
Okay.
does.
I have to go this way.
Like there's a small part of the silhouette that is like below the building, so actually maybe that is true.
Okay,
Like
interesting.
if the Dartok was like slightly backwards, then it would not be able to see. There
Okay.
it's possible that they actually can see just a bit. Yeah.
Which if this had been apparent to Apestrong before, he could have used those orders that he has now already spent on the Surya shooting to crawl the Dartok back.
I think they were discussing the lines of fire before, so I think
Okay,
Apestrong did know that.
Wait a sec. Turn it back. Should I?
Yeah, in general, I like Apestrong's list, but if I could make one critique, it is that the second group is not very like versatile. So there are not that many models that actually want to spend orders. And like for example, at this point, if the Dathurasi here was in the second group, it could just advance throw smoke for the Kaitok, and the Kaitok would still have 5 orders to go berserk. Now they're in the same group, so
yeah, that's
it's not
true.
very efficient.
But I think he had Daturats in the other group, but it got killed earlier
Actually,
on.
that Daturasi was also in the first group.
Ah,
so
okay, in that case.
it's just the Ika drones, Pretas, and the missile bot.
Okay.
So basically, it's just like the Ika drones can move forward. The Pretas can do something at some cases, and then the missile bot can fire, but there are not that like many ways to use those orders in the second group.
Yeah, I'll turn one on the Kaitok on my right.
Yep.
Okay, the Kaitok is going on an adventure.
On the right, okay, so this Kaitok.
Okay, interesting.
No one can see.
Not yet, no.
I wonder where the Kaitok wants to go. Like if it
maybe he's just going for a balls to the wall
prone,
close
can the,
assault against the
cutter see?
DC.
The cutter, I don't think the cutter can see here. Well, the cutter can see like a little bit, but if the Kaitok makes a dodge,
Say I approach this way.
No.
Yeah, the
90%
Kaitok
sure
will
I think.
see him come that
No,
way.
no.
But if he went behind, if he like cautious moves now and then proceeds to go forward.
he can just dodge 4 inches, like past the
He's a
gap.
4-inch dodge. Okay, cool. So a dodge here probably gets it done.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll dodge.
And moving prone probably gets it done also. So
I think the Fusilier sniper probably would see the Kaitok if it went prone.
I think the console would hide him. So
Fusilier sniper sees that.
Why does Apestrong want to go to this direction? The cutter can still see, like if it goes past the. Is Apestrong just go?
Here? I don't think anything sees that. Hold up. Yeah, nothing sees that. Yeah, nothing sees that.
Okay.
Okay, this does seem a bit too conservative
one
then.
More Kaitok. I'll then go prone.
Yep.
Try to get some stuff from the.
Okay, using orders to get yet more stuff from the panoply. Interesting. Maybe he plans to engage the Fusilier sniper from here.
Mm.
I think I'll remain as far back here as possible.
Why would he
the Flamen Spear
engage
doesn't have bonus burst, no.
No, it would be really weird to engage the Fusilier.
Yeah. I was thinking that the Flamen Spear has +1 burst, but it does not.
Yeah. I mean, from there he could make a cautious move.
I don't think he can, since he will end up in that Helot zone of control,
then I'll
which
press
will
the,
negate.
And if he's really careful with his movement, he could.
Yep.
Okay, so what does
like
he
somewhere
get
next
now?
to the plants.
13. Panzerfaust, okay.
I feel he's spending too many
Now I
orders
have
now.
3 things.
Yeah.
Pretty good situation with that.
He has only killed one Helot on this turn.
Yes.
Now the question is, could I make a cautious move here?
I think there, if he just stays outside the zone of control of the Helot, he can.
Yes.
Then he can
But
kill the Helot if he wants.
Maybe.
kill
You
the
are
Helot
back.
and kill the Fugazi maybe, but that's pretty much all you can do this turn.
Yeah.
And there's even going to be no, actually no. If they're playing, or the line buildings are true line of fire in IGL, right?
Yeah. So the other Helot could see through the building.
Yeah, and I don't think he can even cautious move. The other Helot would see him do that also. So he's in a really.
I think he
really,
can find probably a position, but it's just
is
if
6 inches enough for that? I don't know. Oof.
Probably I can make a cautious move here.
I was planning to go backwards.
Can I?
Probably.
This is where I would have liked to see more aggression from the Morat aggression force.
Yeah, there's a Morat cautious force.
Yes.
Yeah, spending 3 orders to
Cautious move with
get
Kite.
something from the panoply when he's already leading
Yes.
like 2-0 panoplies.
But
And
this
now,
may also be a situation where it's easy to get like tunnel visioned into doing a particular plan or achieving a particular thing that you have been thinking about, and later on you realize that I did not actually need to do that, or some other option would have been better in that situation.
Think I'm safe.
yeah,
I can't see you.
Okay.
Another one there. I'm gonna come here. 1.5, 0.5,
so is he planning to engage the flash pool spot?
5.
It would appear so,
So that I
even
just
though
see
that
the
doesn't
bot.
seem like a worthwhile
Okay, you
target.
do not want to see the
You are
Helot, correct?
I don't want to see the hell.
you are unlikely to win
Okay.
this
So
face to
then
face,
here, a little
and
bit back
even if you
here.
do,
Yeah,
it's-
Kaitak's on 9s against the flash pool spot. That flash pool spot is
Flash pools,
probably on 13s.
yeah.
It's gonna be the you have an engineer somewhere here.
Right here.
Pretty nearby.
He's
Yeah.
looking for the engineer
Use the
kill,
funnels
maybe?
here.
No.
Okay.
No, he's just looking at the engineer could like revive the
Yeah,
flash pool
revive
spot.
the-
I mean,
Alright,
this is
well,
kind of like a free shot
we're
because
both in good
the
range.
guy that can just go
so here's
stunned.
my 13.
But
But it
I'll check
does.
my facing here.
Okay.
Two saves to you.
So,
Yep.
so the
fail.
Kaitak will be stunned.
At least it loses the face to face. Yes, it will be stunned.
That is
Ouch.
stunned.
That's rough.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll try to go prone.
Yeah, the Kaitak is in a pretty decent position for Apestrong's last turn.
But the problem is that there's, if this Suryat goes down, either goes prone or gets shot, there's nothing stopping the cutter from advancing to the top building and just gunning that Kaitok down.
Yeah.
Now also the Kaitok on the left flank is going to be left flapping in the wind. Despite the heroics it did the last turn, it will go down now, because
Yeah, he can use
But
either,
can
either
just-
Montesa or the cutter to kill
Yeah,
the other Kaitak.
he can just pursue that attack until the Kaitok is gone. So
Yeah.
Very difficult.
And another issue is that Kingbot
I would
hasn't
hope so.
lost
I mean,
any
Prime
orders
Speaker-
from his first group, so the cutter
Yes.
still has 11 orders
11
plus
orders. Yes,
potentially the prestige order as well.
and
So he
even
can-
before Varuna's turn, Varuna is up on attrition at this point, which
Yeah.
leaves only the last turn for Apestrong to overcome whatever attrition deficit he's suffering from, and also do enough so that the Varuna just doesn't run him over in the last turn.
Will be the thing.
So this is looking really difficult for him as of right now.
Yeah. I mean, of course, Apestrong has the advantage that he has completed 2 classified. He has the panoplies. It's really hard to kill Apestrong's specialists, while Apestrong possibly needs to kill only 1 specialist from King Butt, so he can lose the army points if he's
But the
just able
problem
to
is
kill.
that the classifieds that Kingbot has are really
What are you trying to
doable
see?
with that Knight of Montessa.
Yeah, that is of course true.
Maybe I have to.
The last classified is really difficult for Apestrong.
There, I don't want to see the sniper. Oh, wait a second.
Okay, we're setting up smoke for a.
And I don't want to see the war core. So
Yeah. So
setting up smoke for the Bretta.
It looks like that.
Yeah, I try to just.
The dreaded Bretta assault.
I think it's pretty easy.
To end Varuna.
I'll move back here. Oh, these walls are now somehow.
Yeah.
Making the measuring difficult.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll put 2 here, and then 2 there. And I'll throw smoke.
Okay, interested to see what he's looking to achieve with this Bretta after.
From this point,
you can.
I can see. Yeah.
You just gotta make sure you don't cross the warcore line.
Yeah. Okay, there.
Yep.
Lands.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to break this Varuna defense. But I have a feeling that there's like something more Apestrong could do.
I'll take a jump with the Icadron.
No, this is interesting.
Okay, so he's going to push a repeater forward by walking it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels
That's
like
actually
a good play.
pretty decent play. Now this makes a lot of sense. So currently probably the best position for the cutter is to go on top of this building.
Yes.
Shoot both Kaitoks, even shoot the Daturasi, then get something from the panoply. And then go back.
Okay, so he's going all the way up there to be a known problem. Yeah. That's a good area denial tool for him.
Yeah, I think this is really smart play now.
Obviously, if that is not a Tulu killer hacker, then that may be a go time there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like this move.
Yeah, it's always nice that when we are commentating these games and we are maybe criticizing the players on their plays a little bit, then they come up with something that we didn't think about at all.
Yeah,
it's actually a lot better play.
Yeah.
Yeah, then King Butt would perhaps need to use the camo marker, which is probably Zulu Cobra. But if the Zulu Cobra is a specialist, he cannot use that to engage the Icadron.
A little bit more, yes.
But if that's a jammer, it has to jam now, right? When the Icadron comes forward, because that would shut down the repeater also.
Probably.
Pretty much, yes. And there's not enough orders for the Preta to go after the Zulu Cobra anymore.
There.
8.
And 1 more.
And there's no SWCs for it to be a Spitfire.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same thing, that maybe that could be.
But there's already like, I think we have seen like 5 or 5.5 SWCs already. So
the cutter is what, 2 and the snipers were 3 altogether. So what? Yeah, okay, so not enough. Unfortunately, while this is an excellent move, it doesn't change the big
picture.
Picture.
It will go prone.
Yep.
He also would have had the ability to censor with the Icadron, I just realized.
I think it made double move, I guess.
Yeah, that was,
Do they have sensors? I don't think they have sensors.
Really?
No, they don't. It's just baggage and repeater.
Okay.
I mean, they're worth 9 points. They don't really need a sensor.
The Toha one has package
Uh,
and sensor.
Yeah,
Okay,
but they don't have repeaters.
no, and only
So use it out as
one
the
flamethrower.
Yeah, and they're also
Extra
slower.
damage. Yeah.
use the cover of smoke.
But even though that's a good defense for the middle building, or a good denial tool for the middle building, when it comes to the cutter, it still doesn't save that one Kaitok there, and then that'll free up the Knight of Montesa to do the classifieds.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go forward with the Knight of Montesa now to kill the guy that can do a couple of classifieds.
Yeah, that would
There
go
we
a
go.
long way,
I'll go
way
prone here in the
towards.
corner.
Yeah, and then possibly kill the Daturasi from there as well.
Yes.
Your turn.
All right.
But maybe now
Okay,
Apestrong is setting up a chain rifle
well, I
fest
have a couple of
against
problems
the
to do.
Montesa.
I think the first one is Vengeance. Go 3.5
Mm-hmm.
Okay, King Bud really doesn't
and
wait around.
4.5.
Yeah, there's some small corner cutting there.
See this guy.
Yeah, but still doesn't probably change anything. He
rifle.
got the line of fire, and there
template twice.
Yeah.
Kaitok is in cover in
Use
any
my
case.
save.
So
Yeah.
I take a wound.
okay, nice. So now he's chain rifling a wound on the
Mm,
Montesa, and only one
Kaitok
wound
also
on the
takes a
Kaitok.
wound.
Okay, so that was lucky for Apestrong.
Yeah.
Okay. I will pop a regular order. Come up to get you out of cover, and then come.
Okay, so returning so that
this
the
far.
Fusilier
Yeah.
paramedic can try and.
Okay.
So all or nothing
see
for
what
the
you're
Kaitok,
thinking.
I guess.
I'll do more like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's actually gonna
won't
be
seen from this spot.
probably outside of.
by a certain
No,
point.
it might be within 8 inches
Yep.
of the Fusilier if it goes down.
Hmm.
Now it's a tough decision for Apestrong.
I
Like
think you chain
getting
rifle
that
because
one.
you're out of cover for that, so it's 2 dice on
Yeah.
19 for
Yeah,
the,
so it has to be chain rifle.
and you already
I
have
can't
taken a
see you
wound,
anymore.
so
Yeah. You pretty much has this chain rifle, and if you get lucky and the Montesa dies like totally,
And
you
you
get
got
that
me
one specialist
without
kill.
cover, so I'll put the chain rifle again.
Here's my save, and you got 2 templates. I'm fine.
Yeah, Montesa
just
makes
save.
it.
I think I would have a shot with the Montesa.
Kaitok
Oh, good.
also makes it,
Yes.
I think.
Yep.
Yes.
That's got
I think you hit mode there
On
because you're 2 dice on
What's that?
19
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
you're
get
fine.
the AP and the chance to
I'll try
crit
the guts.
also
Yeah,
for
that is-
the 5% chance
I
to
mean, the
miss per
template's
hit
just going, like,
or
this
dice.
whole way. Like,
Yeah, that is
yeah,
very
yeah.
true.
Yeah, I can't make it.
Yeah,
I'll go prone.
Apestrong tried
Yep.
to guts,
pop
but
a regular
because the
order,
template is going like
basically
throughout the whole area, there's no way for him to
and
guts
2.7,
anywhere.
and then basically back to do the same.
Yeah, still continuing the same.
Probably again templates for Apestrong or template.
Okay, here's my save.
Okay, and
Okay,
the paramedic
Montesa
does
is-
go down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kaitok goes unconscious.
Same here.
Okay.
This is actually
Pop a regular order.
really good for
19,
King
he
Bot
just
that
moves
the
this
Kaitok
way
goes
and back,
unconscious and not
then,
dead because
pop
there
3
is the
shots.
industrial espionage.
Now there's a lot riding on this roll right now.
Is it 0 range band or negative range band?
Well, the 0 probably hits as well if you have link of 4 Fusiliers.
Oh. True. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
here are
now
my
2 physique rolls,
physique
high
rolls.
physique.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's really
Oh,
unlucky.
No.
Oh, I feel bad for King Bot.
Oh, no, I won't complain about anything.
With physique 13, that's so
I
unlucky.
haven't.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Except your defense is really good. I like
Thank you. Oh god damn it.
that was.
yeah, that is a roll that might decide the whole game.
Okay.
That's so unlucky for King
yes.
Bot.
But at the same time, he did choose to continue to commit the Knight of Montesa to that even after taking
attack
the
aware.
first wound, so there was a
I'm
chance of
just
that
going to
happening.
move,
Yeah, of course.
I think also the most likely outcome from the
Is here.
paramedic shooting the
Morats
medic,
is
it
here.
was 1 hit, and then there's a rather decent chance that you fail that 1 physic roll and die.
Yeah.
You can't see this Fugazi, right? You should not be able to because you failed guts and had to get total.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
There's some discussion about the positioning of the Kaitok. It should be a bit more back, I think.
Yeah, if the Kaitok failed
So I'll pop
guts,
a
it
regular
should
order.
go in the total
That will
cover.
come like this, basically.
Yeah, the Kaitok has Flam and Spear, so
And there's just keep on
Yeah,
shooting, I guess.
he doesn't, he
Needs
doesn't
to be
want
careful
to.
about the Fugazi.
Then
Yeah.
I'll pop a regular order. Come out, see your Kaitok.
And now Varuna is
Yeah,
running
or-
out of orders rather quickly
and,
also.
I'll reveal and shoot
Yeah.
you.
That's really fast play by Kingbot, by the
Yes,
way. I have
yes,
to.
he's really not wasting any time.
Yeah.
I really like that decision making.
But possible. Oh, crit dodge for
Oh.
Apestrong. No, Apestrong is the dice are hot for him.
Oh no, actually no, he misses because of
Oh yeah, true.
surprise attack. So
True.
that's a dead
Yeah.
Kaitok.
Okay, I'll take that back. So Varuna is still ahead in army points.
But down on specialists, and now it's going to struggle to do those classifieds.
Yeah, there were like 2 really easy classifieds for the Montesa to do.
Yes. And I feel that in a situation like that, you need to not only weigh the killing and dying in attrition terms, but you also need to consider what meaning does a particular model hold for scoring altogether. And in this situation, there was a lot of classified scoring potential tied to that Knight of Montesa. So in that way, even though King Butt got really unlucky there, I don't really like the decision to keep engaging even after taking that wound, because you're risking so much on a unlucky sequence of events like the one we saw there.
That is a good point, and even though the odds were in Kingwatt's favor, there's of course always the chance that things go wrong.
Yes.
On the other hand, the Kaitok was hidden pretty well, so it wouldn't be pretty difficult for the cutter to engage the Kaitok. Because there's also
but there are other
Ikajon
resources
rule.
that you could have invested into that, even though it would have been difficult.
Yeah.
But now as Apestrong, with the way things are going right now you have to go for that picture play, right? Because now you're up on specialists also, so if you take out the lieutenant, you're pretty much good to go.
Yeah.
If and when Varuna again adopts a very conservative defensive positioning. Okay, where's this cutter going? Cutter is not veteran troop, right? It's a mechanized troop.
Let me quickly check. Yeah, mechanized troop.
So it can't do any of those classifieds, right?
Let me take back those 4 inches, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, he probably just repositions Cutter in a position where it's both an arrow threat and safe, and then goes back into camo. Yeah, I think now you have to go for the picture play, because if you take out both of those Fusiliers, that's practically the game.
Yes.
And I don't know, like, what else would Apestrong use to attack with right now? I mean, he has the one Daturasi there that
it probably won't work.
Yes, but that's really not a attack that you can sustain against the forces arrayed against the Daturasi.
Yeah, not easily at least.
The only thing would be that you would need to lay down so much smoke that you would be able to just walk to the cutter, and even in that case there's the danger of it dodging away from the smoke. So
yeah,
since the Daturasi don't have stealth.
And there are also the Helots and the Flash Pool Spot and the Fusilier Sniper.
And thing that
regular
you
order,
do
gotta
when
recamo.
you adopt such a defensive posture as Varuna has done over here is that not only do you give the opponent the chance to try and find a weak spot to exploit, which might be here the repeater play, for example, but also you leave you leave in this particular situation yourself no chance of making a comeback if the enemy succeeds. Because if in this situation Varuna starts its third turn in loss of lieutenant,
Only 2 specialists,
there's
right?
just no way they can achieve enough. There are so many things that they still would need to do on the last turn. So even though Kingbot is ahead at the moment, he's betting that he's going to stay intact for the last turn, and that feels like a risky thing to do.
Yeah, and actually now the way he positioned the cutter, the Darta can just stand up and
Yes.
like see the play spots next to Fusiliers. And he can even try to shoot a picture in a way that it goes like within 8 inches of the cutter. So if the cutter reveals itself, it can also be hacked.
But
I mean,
think
of course, like if you kill both Fusiliers, it doesn't matter if you hack it.
Yeah, I don't think you split any resources into trying to do that, because the thing that gets you the game is those 2 Fusiliers right there.
Yeah, I mean the only like situation is where you have like one order left and one Fusilier that is, well, actually the missile bot is in the other group, so
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
On.
So that were all the orders for first group for Kingbot. That was pretty unlucky turn for Kingbot. He killed one Kaitok, but lost the, actually killed 2 Kaitoks, but lost the Montesa. That was really crucial for him.
Yes. And he didn't develop his positioning, at least so far, in a meaningful way to contest the field. He's defending his DC well from a direct attack, but he's not projecting.
Yeah, I guess that's the engineer.
Yeah, and now because the Montesa died, Apestrong doesn't need to contest the DC anymore. He can just go for the lieutenants.
So now it's really a matter of whether Kingbot can use the Helots to stop Apestrong, or rather slow down Apestrong long enough for him to save those lieutenants.
Yeah, I think Hetzheim said at some point in the chat that if Guided gets used, he will quit the stream. So it's good that Apestrong has saved the Guided for the last turn, if he's going to use it.
Well, for Hetzheim, I have to say, if and when we are allowing that, then we are allowing that. So
a regular order on the Helot. I'll just basically move here. So if your Dartok stands up, I should see you.
Yep.
Okay,
so
he's contesting the Dartok with a Helot. The Dartok can just like move slightly backwards and be safe.
This Helot, 1.3.
Well, the other Helot's going other way.
You get a dodge if you want it.
I think now.
How many orders do you have left?
Pretty much nothing.
Pretty much nothing, and.
So what's happening? This Helot is moving, right?
Yeah, I'll dodge.
Yeah.
And I'll just basically touch the.
Now there's actually a way that Apestrong can just use the Impetuous Order by the Preta to just
also the
chain rifle both the Warcore and the Helot. I don't know if it really matters.
No.
Okay.
But it's definitely possible.
Regular order,
and a cutter can't really arrow because it will be revealed.
He'll come all the way back. Can't see any fucking thing, so he'll come all the way up.
Now I wonder if Apestrong has to deal with that one Helot shock marksman rifle there before he can proceed with the.
I think if he like moves backwards a bit, the Helot cannot see it anymore. Or I don't know. There might be still a line of fire, and I don't know how he deals with the marksman rifle Helot. The Kaitok is also dead. Actually, they didn't check whether the Helot came into zone of control of the repeater.
Yeah, I was thinking the same, but it would seem quickly, if I quickly estimate that it's out, probably.
It's probably just out.
Duck the bot.
Interested to see how Apestrong chooses to pursue this now.
Then the Icodrons. Dr. Rossi and the remaining Preta. I put those 3 markers there just that I've gotten the stuff. You have 2 classifieds. One of your specialists.
Would you use the impetuous order of the Preta here to chain rifle both the Warcore and the Helot?
Probably not. I don't know what that would achieve. You are maybe killing 2 models, but you are effectively giving away the Preta, and probably just those 2 guys dodge, and the Fusilio shoots you down. So I don't see the point.
Either one of these guys, they'll just run right into the snipers.
Yep.
Sniper sites.
Yeah, it's true. Of course, he could then try to dodge the sniper, but it's like
highly
the
unlikely
odds are against him. So yeah, and I think the
there.
Preta is more valuable there, although it will be tempting to like try to catch both of those guys, but they don't really influence the game in any way at this point.
No, and he's not going to get the attrition advantage no matter what he does. So I think it's just going for the lieutenants is the thing.
Yeah, if he kills the lieutenant, he gets 2 points, and he also basically takes away the last turn from
a happy camper at the moment.
King Butt.
Yep. Okay, now the cutter is situated a bit differently there. It's it can't see the Dartok if I stand up. Now you're a bit
correct
further back. You're not doing yeah.
Okay, so maybe the Helot doesn't see.
Can the Helot?
No, actually it cannot. I think.
Let's switch on the silhouette for the Helot.
I wanted to position the Helot where he could see if you stand up. If I can't, then I would like to adjust him like.
I think the Helot
but he should
could see.
Yep.
If the Helot is high enough.
Then just if you, I guess.
Because there is a line here.
Yeah.
They should switch on the silhouette for the Helot.
Yeah, I don't.
Because there's like
problem here.
Helot might be just high enough, but it's like really close.
That's not gonna help anything.
You'll be even more in that line.
And if the guy Dartok moves backwards,
I move with the Suriat.
It's probably not able to see it.
The Suriat.
Can't see the Helot in any way.
He's okay. He's trying to find a way to take out the Helot.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I mean, the Suriat could just jump on the other side. I don't know if it can find a position where the Helot.
I was greedy with the first impetuous. 2 impetuous.
Apestrong is now missing his second Daturatsi because smoke would really just make this problem go away real quick.
Of course, just try to flash full step. Okay, but I'll do something first, just to secure the point. Dr. Rossi goes prone.
Okay, the Daturatsi is going to be activating.
I can see over this little wall here.
Yes.
So I can again not see anyone, just move slightly.
Okay, deploying smoke for someone. Something.
Slightly that way, then return to that spot.
You could see this line basically.
Yeah. That's where I'm.
That.
Yeah.
Because if you do it there,
so that no one else sees me. Yeah. Probably I can remain somewhere there. All right.
Okay.
What is he doing?
Smoke.
I'm thinking the same. I don't know if.
It's a smoke for the Preta to.
Yeah, but what is the Preta going to do?
The zone of control.
From
that point.
really
kill
don't
the
get
Fusilier
There.
sniper, maybe? I have no idea.
what for.
I think like Apestrong probably has a plan.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I would hope so,
Yeah,
but
I can't
I
figure him
really
out
would see
of
that
he's
as,
myself.
being smart,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much
yeah.
smarter
It
than
has
me
it
that I
has to
have
be
no
so that
idea what he's doing.
Yeah,
it's
I think he says something about like
aligned
securing a
so that the
point.
Helot can't see.
yeah.
So is he planning to just activate a
That
panoply with the
would be
Preta?
seen by the
But that
Warcore
doesn't,
and not the Helot because you're prone. You're prone, right?
or maybe he's just thinking or
No, I
counting
stood up so
counting
that
that
so that I can see over that.
his
I would say
enemy,
that's a
his
pretty
opponent
safe
is not
spot
going to
there.
be able to
Yeah,
score
but
any lieutenant kills. They're not going to score
Can't see the
more
Warcore.
you won't
or
be able to
any
see the ground unless
specialist
you like
kills. And
get
if he
past
can
this
just
wall.
keep him away from
Okay,
the
sure.
panoplies,
Then I'll go
that's
prone,
going to be
and
his victory
I'll
condition
come here
effectively.
next to the wall somewhere here.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
smoke's gonna land approximately there. Then
Just pull back just a little bit on your guy, but yeah.
Okay, now they're discussing the placement of the
okay.
smoke.
okay, there.
But I
Now
like
it's
this
gonna
between
fail
the
because
players.
there.
They are discussing the
Oh, with the-
intention and then working out how it's possible, if it's possible, and then.
Yeah.
Okay, so some type of close assault may be incoming. That doesn't still protect the panoply from the Helot, nor from the Warcore. So I don't know if that's the aim here.
But if he was
They were not
going
used.
through go for an
Another
assault,
one
he
of
should
that
have put the smoke like further away. So I think
Here.
he's moving the Daturasi.
Ah, okay, so he's now
Ah,
making
yeah,
way for
okay.
the Daturatsu to get to the other side.
Yeah.
Okay,
And here.
that
Okay.
makes sense.
He's not gonna have many orders left, so basically he needs to land those pitchers.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Could I take that back? Still, if I go there where the first move was, I'll just throw another smoke.
Okay, he's really
That's all right.
creating a path for the Preta to go to a
Do
panoply.
a long smoke. Then.
Yes. I fear he's stretching his resources to.
He'll be there.
Does he have a drop troop or something?
I think he had 15 models. I don't think he
Why
has a
is
drop
the
troop.
smoke going there? Please tell me, my friend.
To create a path to the panoply for the Preta. Oh, it's going there.
Yeah.
Now I have no idea what is happening.
I'm so confused.
Another one on the Daturasi.
Okay.
Yep.
And I think I'll just do one more so that I can get where I want. Just copy this.
Okay. Yet more smoke.
What was the classified?
Yep.
Is he working to do rescue?
No, he has capture.
I'll just check.
What's his last classified?
Capture. So it needs to be an enemy trooper. I hope.
He's going to secure HVT.
True. He might do that.
There.
But that's quite easy to stop
Now we have
because
almost
the
a full
HVTs are so
smoke
close to
bridge
one
here.
another. So if the enemy, if
can
Kingbot
pass
just
safely.
brings one model close
Because
to
the gap is that narrow.
Yeah,
Uh,
but it also means that like
Preta.
Kingbot has to spread orders doing that, and
yeah.
and then also like Kingbot doesn't score the HVT either.
Okay, so the strategy for Apestrong seems to be that he's aiming to force his opponent to stretch themselves so thin that they are unable to win the game that way. And that's also something that the extremely defensive posture of the Varuna may enable him to do.
Yeah, and the great thing about Varuna is that, like, because of the cutter, your enemy
So
just
prone.
needs to
Can
keep
you
their head down.
see me with anything from?
So you can,
Oh,
like, as long as you
no,
stay on your
because the
side of the board, you can
smoke's in the
do
way
pretty much
there. Yeah, you're
pretty much whatever you want.
Probably not from between those smokes.
Yeah. You might get. Is there a line here? You might get clipped here.
Yeah,
but
that's fine.
we can see if you do.
And now he's hiding the
'Cause, yeah, I can see that
Preta
corner
in
with
such a
this
position
pellet
that
here.
it's
Okay.
too order intensive to take out.
I'll move prone then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's threatening to achieve secure HVT himself, and he's also denying his opponent the ability to do it.
Now I'm probably safe.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, this is a really conservative way of going for this, but I think it might just be enough.
I think I gotta go prone still.
If he just climbs behind those boxes.
I don't know.
There,
Are we supposed to measure these stairs, by the way, with 2D or 3D?
He's going to be just fine.
It's whatever. Whatever you're measuring right now, let's do it that way.
Okay.
Like you got plenty of movement to do what you want to do, so it's not a big deal.
Yep. Second move.
Yep. That's a spot where there's no, there should be no order efficient way to take out that.
Yeah.
That Preta.
That's that.
Okay, maybe this is the reason why Apestrong is in the finals and I am not.
Yeah, I could say the same.
Could even still go behind that.
He still has one order for missiles, but it doesn't seem like he will use missiles at this point.
This seems to be a really just locking down the situation and trying to stop Varuna from going forward. He might shoot some pitches as a defensive measure, but I don't see him going for any attrition plays, any major attrition plays anymore.
Yeah.
I'll put one on the Dathurazi. 4 here. Throw long smoke.
Okay, I'm throwing.
This guy has to work a lot now.
I think at this point, Apestrong is behind in army kills, so I guess he should actually stand up with the Suryat, because it doesn't matter if he loses Suryat. That will just cause orders.
Yeah. I would expect him to do so. Stand up with the, or shoot some pitches with the Dartok, stand up the Suryat, then put the Dartok down and in a safe place, and then try to slow. Oh, okay, that doesn't go.
Yeah, we can check range if you want.
But he still has enough orders for that, if that's indeed what he's going for.
I'll use one more on that.
Yeah.
I might as well go 2. No one can see.
Of course, Apestrong doesn't know what
sacrifice these Daturatsi as something to slow down.
Yeah.
One more there.
Yeah, Apestrong of course doesn't know what the classifiers are for King Butt.
I think he's still just trying to overload his priority list so that he won't be able to do everything that he needs to do.
Yeah.
Now if I stand up with the
well, basically, like if King Butt was able to get a draw, he would then win the game.
Yes.
Because he wins the army points. But to do that, he would need to complete 2 classifieds or 3 classifieds. I mean, 2 classifieds and a panoplies or 3 classifieds.
These 4 guys are.
And then, like, killing the Preta or securing the HVT, so it's gonna be difficult.
Take some long picture shots.
The engineer did move forward, and it's probably the only model who has decharges, unless the Zulu Cobra has one. I'm not sure if that's possible.
I'll try to land them.
Okay, now he's going for the long ass repeater play.
Well, it's going to be -6 anyway.
Yeah. Interesting.
Pitcher's range. I can pick even a couple of spots.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Pretty good.
He also, of course, has to go back down with the Dartok.
They might be slightly more annoying to you.
Yeah.
Well, technically
Okay, I'll
he
try
would
it
after
live.
this have still the ability to spotlight one, maybe even two things, and then fire even
This
or only one missile. Yeah, because he has
One
already
over
used all
there.
his command tokens, but
Yeah.
still
the
might as well.
one is going
Because if you guess
over
right,
here.
then
Can I see that spot?
Oh, probably not.
Can.
No. Yeah, there.
okay.
There.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, they'll both be -6, so they're gonna hit on 6s.
Okay. So here we
The
go.
one closer to me.
Looking for 6s. Nope.
Nope. Then the other one.
No.
Almost
Oh,
one. No.
Okay.
He could still reload the
reload
pictures and
and do
shoot
that
them
if
again.
he wants to.
Yeah.
And that would also allow him to hide the Dartok and stand up the Suryat.
Yeah.
He would still achieve what he was trying to do in that way.
Yeah, I guess the next pictures, like if he decides to shoot more, should like be closer.
But he already has a picture in the midline on the right of his, from looking from his side, and one in the middle of the board in the Ikatron. So he already has the repeater game pretty much set there.
Yeah. But just to like make sure there's no Hail Mary play for King Butt, to like go from the like King Butt's right side,
I think you're anyway going to have the
engage the Kornak or something. Also,
Yeah.
if he like comes
so
up on a roof somewhere,
may as well.
I don't think the cutter can feed it onto the tower there, but if he gets somewhere like high, he can actually see the Rindak perhaps.
Yeah.
There's actually
probably use the last order from the second group to stand the missile up, then to right. All the hands on deck.
Yeah.
Suryat.
Yes, so he's standing up the Suryat.
Yep.
I think there actually is like maybe one way that
there.
Also the cutter can't be hacked while it's in marker state.
By vaulting with the cutter, can you see either one of my specialists there?
Maybe bring that other Vanguard
from the
forward also.
For example.
Arrow at this point.
I don't think so. Really hard to say. Could you see? Well, you can't see the Dartok for sure, but can you see the Rindak? Can you see the Rindak?
I don't think so. Not from the center roof.
Even if you came over these standing.
Yeah, actually the Rindak could be a bit exposed.
I just don't want to get that kind of gotcha here.
No, I don't think so.
There is a small part of the base that you can actually see.
Oh, there is? Okay.
Yeah, I think what he can do now is take the missile bot out.
I have to get this guy.
Then put the Rindak behind the boxes where the missile bot is.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, for sure.
So Rindak is slightly exposed right now, and he still has order for the missile bot.
Yeah, true. Or then he it has climbing plus on the Rindak, right? Yeah, so
true.
Just bring him down from the building all the way down behind. Yep, be sure.
Yeah, I forgot about the climbing plus.
Pretty much get down here and go prone on the second move too. So I'll be here in
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Yeah.
And throw the missile bot out on
forgot
air.
to operate this one. Top of turn 3.
Anymore. And I have one order remaining there. For the Ikadron ore.
Is there a better way to spend that than on the missile bot?
Currently he's contemplating on do something with Preta or Ikadron. I mean, I guess the Ikadron could move slightly closer,
Yes,
but
that
it
up
doesn't
also.
really matter. Uh,
Remove this guy somehow.
Missile bot would be nice if it was standing close to the edge of those boxes, because then it would get a diagonal line of fire towards the building where his Preda is hiding, which might enable Apestrong to stop Kingbot from claiming secure HVT unless he's willing to spend the orders and take the risk of engaging the missile bot first.
yeah, I mean, of course the cutter can just shoot the missile bot.
Yeah, but that's an order once you get into the right position.
Yeah.
And there's still technically the risk of catastrophic failure there.
Okay. The Preta does. I guess the
Preta
Preta goes behind the boxes, probably.
yeah. You're not getting me alive, coppers.
There. It's yours.
Okay. Last turn.
Don't think I can win, but I
So
do see one possibility.
Defense first players who are looking to have the other try and either assert their victory or fail doing that. So
Yeah, I mean that Montesa failing those two PH rolls on the Medikit was really crucial for the game.
Yes.
Otherwise, Apestrong would have, I think Apestrong would have needed to engage those two Fusiliers with his missile bot.
Yes, for sure. And
or do something else to kill a specialists.
How stupid do I look saying 2 hours ago that I'm foreseeing a bloody alpha strike and quick escalation?
Yeah, I had to... really defensive battle.
Okay.
I'll go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
One win condition. Because right now you essentially have 4. Top 5.
Okay, now even Kingbot has to take some time to take stock of his options.
Yeah, okay, I see the win condition. It's not likely, but...
Okay, and it sounds like he's clear on what he needs to do, and he says it's unlikely to happen, but he's going to go for it. So here we go. One move to win them all. I expect the cutter to be the one to pursue
I mean, it's the only thing that can possibly work. Let's see. This is a 4-man team at the moment, right?
Okay, so a Zulu Cobra or cutter?
Do something else first.
Okay, I'm back.
It sounded like Kingbot has resigned himself to going for a long shot. And now we are waiting to see what form of long shot that'll take. If that was a Zulu Cobra killer hacker...
That one's the bad way. I'll just fucking try it.
Yeah, if it was a killer hacker, it could just try to kill a Dartok.
Yeah, maybe. Because that would then free the way for the cutter.
Yeah.
Then again, you can just advance with the cutter in camouflage, and if it gets stuck at any point, then you...
do I see the Dartarazi here? If I vault up here? No, I do not.
No.
That was 2.6.
Yeah, I mean, the cutter can avoid the...
I'll go 4 inches.
Repeater as long as it stays in the camouflage. So Apestrong has
Yeah.
to
Okay.
discover
Pop a regular order.
the cutter
If
he sees it at some
and
point.
I will come over see the Dotarazi.
But
Yep.
this is
Dotarazi,
extremely
I don't
dangerous
wanna see
because
the,
now if he
Soviet
was within
flag
8 inches where he started, then
Delay.
or where he ends up,
and
then
I'll
he's.
reveal and shoot you. I'll do it. I'll do it more like this. So I get you at 16.
Sure.
Oh, is it within 8?
Okay.
Yeah, I
It's
think he
gonna be a smoke.
effed this one up.
Yep. So
Let's see if Apestrong catches that. He's currently
So,
Let's see. Where do I want to place?
He has to.
thinking about the smoke.
I'll block that way.
I think it is within 8.
I think so too. But now he just needs to
Further.
realize that and
Yeah.
act accordingly.
Yeah, the smoke is really nice if it lands because
here's my
Suryath
shots.
has MSV and he has a 4-man link.
14. So
Okay.
2 saves.
6,
But does Apestrong miss the
No,
repeater?
Ape
Big
Strong,
Dotarazi.
my man,
Okay.
please.
Pop a regular order. And I'm going to go 1.4.
Okay, he's going for the D charges, I guess.
2.6.
I don't think he
Nothing,
can
like
complete
CME and
follow-up
run all the
anymore.
way to this, right?
Actually, Engineer can
No.
do industrial espionage as well,
Then I'll go
but there are no dead bodies around.
4 inches. Pop a regular order.
The only
Go
dead Morat is on the other side of the table.
4 inches. And then,
I'll spotlight.
yeah, 4 inches. Pop a
Was that
regular.
the second? Wait. Was that the second move now?
Yeah,
That
it
was the second. Okay,
and-
yeah. I'll do the spotlight.
you got it.
There.
I will come over here. 1.8. 2.2.
Okay, so
I
sorry
assume
about that.
nothing.
The engineer is moving.
I mean, you
It's
can follow me if
targeted
you want.
now.
Yeah,
Now
I mean,
spotlight
it
you
will do the
again,
D charge.
in case you would
It will
like
place
to
D
risk.
charges.
And then
Is
I'll
he
go
also
pick
trying
them up.
to like
And then,
engage
pop a regular order
something
and
with?
sabotage this building.
All right.
But he would need
I'll
to.
pop a regular order. I will reveal a Zulu Cobra and hack Mr. Dartok.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Because
this
this
is
will balance
Gonna
the
be
specialist
5, 6
kills if it
cents. Gonna be
succeeds.
Trinity.
yeah.
Yep.
But if
Okay.
yeah.
3 on 13s.
3 on 13s for both and
9 and a 7.
oh,
Oof.
Epsilon crits.
Hits you. Damage 14.
I'm fine.
But that's another crit
Um,
because
Yeah.
Just a sec. Was the cutter wasn't in range of
Now
the
he's
repeater?
realizing it.
Oh,
Didn't check that.
yeah.
but it's too late to.
Yeah, it's too late for. Yeah.
He is.
Would have been. Okay, my
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
So
Apestrong
I
realized
pop a
that.
regular order. I'm gonna
Okay.
go.
This also the Icadron dodges.
Sure. Yeah. Pick it up.
Now the Icatron needs to get a line of fire quickly here too.
Nope.
No.
Pop a regular order.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 2 inches, and like this,
Okay.
and do it
Yep.
again.
And now the
Yeah.
Dartok just needs to hold out. 1, 2.
King Bot is getting
Okay,
really unlucky.
I think that's game.
And Icadron dodges again.
Okay.
Now
Phew.
cutter is in the range of the repeater. So I do know that.
Yeah, now the cutter is
I'll
a
remember.
bit stuck there.
Yep. I will pop a regular
Yeah, King
order.
Bot hasn't been really lucky in this
I
game.
will vault this with the Fusilier to see the Zulu Cobra.
Ooh. Yeah, he still has that option.
This is persistent.
12.
Yep.
Oh, and
2.
Make both.
okay,
Oh,
and then
You'll get it.
okay,
Okay.
he's back.
He's
You're
back.
Pop a regular order, and let's try this again.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a way to end this no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Oh,
he
crit.
crits.
You crit.
4
Okay.
saves. Ouch.
Yeah. 2
No.
saves. Please.
2 saves only because the 15 is a pass.
True. Okay. 2 saves, BTS 9. and
Uh,
he's fine.
I think that does it because I think you save on 9s, right? Wait, let me see. Hold up.
No,
9
No.
no. Oh, it's BTS 6. So
BTS 6 plus
yeah.
10 but
Yep,
so
that's game.
9 plus 8, yeah, it's enough.
Okay, so that's game.
that's game.
Whoa.
Pop in a regular order.
It's actually not a game because
over
there's the
here,
one command. Oh, there's the cutter
Aegis,
tactical
Yeah,
awareness. You
Cutter
cannot use
forbids him
prestige.
from
and
using
Popo
it.
12's prestige
Yeah.
to deny the thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
so
it.
it's just going to go there
Thank
to
you.
deny it.
This hacking rush was the.
I mean, it was incredibly low percentage play. The problem is this map
Okay, that was
is
such a tight one.
incredibly
Yeah.
multiplayer heavy.
There was
yeah, this
really a
is
chance for
honestly
Kingbot, I think.
silly.
Well, I don't know if there would have been
Definitely
enough
putting on a map
like
this.
points.
So
Well,
2 points for King
It's,
Butt for
surprisingly compartmentalized
killing
when
more
you have
army
these-
points
well, you have pretty
and
good ARO.
one classified only,
positions
right?
here, like for
Yeah,
the
Apestrong
snipers,
gets,
for the
I think,
cutter, all the helps. Just
2
couldn't-
classifieds, panoplies, and
very
specialists, so
smart
it's
placement
5
of flash
Yes.
for
force.
Apestrong.
The worst
So it
enemy
would
of
have
the
been a
Kaito.
draw that
Yeah.
would have actually
Just,
tilted into
just
Varuna
fast and
victory if
that's it.
that Darta
I
could
couldn't
have died.
do much damage.
Yeah,
But
that was a
Okay,
really close
that's
game.
an amazing way to end the
and
game,
lose
really.
Yeah.
points from the
Yeah, it's good that we had some like
classifieds and
excitement in the end.
panoplies.
Uh,
What's the end score now?
Should be you have.
So let's jump and
specialists,
talk
I
with the
have
players.
Points.
Yes.
You have 2 classifieds. I have 1. So 4-1, 4-3, and then you have panoply, so 5-3.
5-3.
Yep.
All right. And let's just check the BPs.
Hi guys, thanks for the game. That was a really close one until the end.
Yeah. Well, final should be. So.
Yeah. I mean, quite unlucky
You really
for.
can't have more tighter finish than what you had there. So
Yeah.
congrats both of you. That was an amazing tight game, and congratulations, my man Apestrong. Well done.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
congratulations for winning the IGL satellite. Yeah, if the Dardock had died, Kingbot would have won the game on victory points.
Yep.
So that was
Oh yes.
that was a bit unlucky, but what was really unlucky was the Montesa. That
Yes.
yeah.
The Montesa. Oh, that was brutal. Without the Montesa going down there, is not. Yeah, that Kaitok survived so many
Yep.
shots.
Yep. I think I didn't have really any bad luck in this game. I don't feel like there was any like really unlucky roll, but you had some bad luck there. So
I mean, you know,
very well played.
Yeah, the like deployment by Kingbot was excellent. That was like super hard to attack against that Varuna defense.
Yeah.
Extremely
Well,
tough.
I do think the red side is better, but the blue side, I wanted to be able to come up here with Cutter.
Yeah. Yeah, I was afraid of that, and then I realized that I don't have any repeater here when it was your first turn. And, I should have just shot them both here, and then that would have prevented you from coming up there. But yeah, you anyway got my monster ARO piece, the Kaitok there, and I mean Cutter can win any face to face basically in the game.
Yeah.
It's the tool for anything.
Yeah, it's just this map. The parapets are so tall. Like you can just null so easily.
Yeah, true. I kind of like it that the parapets are tall, so that you can't get that some gotcha kind of line of fire. That if you're prone behind the parapet, then you're kind of like supposed to be safe unless they come get you from close up. So kind of like the tall parapets in that sense. It also was good for me, of course, here. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the VPs quickly.
Yeah, I'm at 257. I believe. Wait, hold up. No. I lost the Montesa. 228. No, and the Zulu Cobra. Ooh, 200. I might not beat you on VP.
Isn't the Zulu Cobra alive again?
He is alive. You're right.
Yeah, he he got back up and survived.
Yeah, 228.
What do I have? Somehow I feel like I didn't get my usual game running here at all. It's so difficult to get through the flash pulses and
Yeah, the
and
helots and the
helots.
flash pulses were like excellently placed.
Yeah.
Like impossible to shoot from Apestrong's side of the table, but then like blocking pretty much every fire lane or approach.
184, and you said 200 and
228.
228. Wouldn't have mattered if you lost the Zulu Cobra. All right, I'll report this, and thank you so much. And is there anything that Panda or Grotnib would like to still discuss about the game?
I would just like to point out that I am so impressed by the patience both of you displayed there. In many situations, I was crying out here for one or the other to go all in, ball to the wall, but both of you just kept your game face on, played a tight game, and didn't overcommit, and that led to a situation where the last roll of the game was the decision maker. So that was great to see, and it's easy to see why it was the two of you in the finals. So a great game, and congratulations to you both.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Right.
I think you both played really well and really deserve the place to be in the finals. And I hope we see you both in future IGLs as well.
All right.
I'll for sure participate. All right, but thanks for the game, and have a good day.
You too. Later.
You too. And
Bye.
thanks everyone for watching the stream. Bye for
See
now,
you
and
next time.
see you in the next IGL.